Hello everyone, my name is Melissa and welcome to my channel. I am so excited about this video, specifically because I've had this kind of in my mind to do for a while, and I finally was like, you know what, let's pick up the camera, let's do it rather than just participating in it by myself. I figured let's do a reading vlog. If you can't tell by the title and description of this video, I am planning on doing YA through the decades. My idea is I'm gonna start off with reading a YA book which was published between 2000 to 2010, then pick up another book that was published between 2011 to 2020, and then 2021 to now. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if I am explaining that well. I want to reread City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. This is a book that I actually read, I want to say, was it 2012? Whenever the movie came out, because I did originally own the movie tie-in cover. I'm not sure if it's still at my parents' house or what, but I ended up picking up a new copy of this. Figured let's get started with some classic Cassandra Clare, who was just so instrumental, get it, Mortal Instruments, YA fantasy romance, and they're still coming out with new books. This, if I remember correctly, is about Clary Frey, who sorry, my dog's over here, who is born and grew up as a mundane or a human. She suddenly realizes that there are other beings in the world, and her mom ends up going missing, so she's on this quest to find her mom. We have a little bit to do to reread this. Hopefully I will eventually continue on and expand from the first book, because I never continued past this one because of the twist in the ending. Back then I was like, oh my gosh, no, I can't continue on, that's so scandalous. But now that I read taboo romances, I'm like, ugh, that's nothing. So I'm really excited to get back into this. The font is so big, so I feel like this is gonna take no time whatsoever. Come here. I'm really excited to jump back into this series, or rather this book, because this is the only one that I read. Get a little bit more some YA fantasy romance goodness. I'm going to continue on reading. I'm going to finish up with my eye patches here. We'll get to updating you guys soon. I do have an idea of what the other books that I want to read will be, but I'm definitely more of a mood reader, so my idea could change, or the ideas of the books that I might want to read may change. I'm going to go ahead, start doing a little bit of work, go ahead and start reading this book, give you an update once I'm about halfway through, so we'll see. Let's just ignore all of the mess and craziness in the background. I have books everywhere. It's a hot mess. Needless to say, I went to the mailbox. I have my Eternal Embers package that came in literally today, so I scurried over to the mailbox to go pick it up. I really do like the quality of Eternal Embers books that they do. They're special editions, but a lot of them are books and authors I don't know. They're more like contemporary rom-com-ish, I guess, or even some sports romances. I usually have to look up what books are. I do love that they do stickers for every one. Oh, what is this? A metal bookmark. Oh my god, that's beautiful. There was a previous month where they sent this tote bag, which I haven't had the chance to use, but it is absolutely perfect. I've been wanting to use it, just haven't had a chance because I don't really go anywhere. Oh, okay. Wow, these are gorgeous editions. These are Brittany Cherry's books, The Air Breeze and The Fire Between High and Low. I need to look these up. I do know this author though. There are a couple books that I do need to list on my Mercari because I just not either interested or what have you, so that's something I do need to get to. There's literally a box right behind me that I need to put on there. Look how gorgeous. Oh my god, I love the colors. I need to look and see what this is about because I have no idea. The Air He Breeze. I don't know where I got that other, but oh my god, another beautiful edition. Look, I can't get over, they're always beautiful. I think one of them is signed. if not both. Usually just one, I think. Oh no, two. They're both signed. Beautiful. And Mochi, you're here. Welcome. I am making my way through City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I am just enjoying myself. It's a silly, goofy, fun time. I can't take our main character seriously because she's just like, I'm not like other girls, but at the same time I'm like, you really aren't, because I don't know. You have all these things going on, girlfriend. Your mom's gone, you're trying to find her, there's this cute guy, your best friend's basically in love with you. What are you gonna do? So I've just been thoroughly enjoying my time doing this. I have watched the movie several times. Obviously a lot of stuff was like either cut out or like combined into certain scenes, but one thing I have noticed about this book is there's a lot of, they go back to the Institute, I think that's what it's called, I can't remember, but they go back there and immediately leave and then come back. I'm like, get it together, let's get a plan and do it all at once. I guess that's just how it goes. But everything's really quick and snappy, and I just feel like I'm flying through the book and I'm really enjoying it. It's gonna take my time. I really wish that I had read these when I was younger, but I do believe, when was it? I think it was 2007 was when this came out. And being almost an adult, I don't know how much I would have been like, wow, amazing, I need to read every one of them. But then again, could have. I just didn't reach for those at that time. I was reading more like, was it Halfway to the Grave or something like that? It was like more of those adult paranormal romance mysteries. You are goofy. My dog is over here. Goofy boy. So anyways, I am going to continue on reading. I really want to use this fancy bookmark that we got. I need to put these books up. It's going to be a time. It's been a couple days since I talked to you about City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I have been really enjoying my reread of this first installment of The Mortal Instruments. Like I said, I did see the movie many times. I read this back, I want to say around 2012-ish. Whenever the movie came out is when I read it. So Clary is our main character. We get most of the perspective from her. I think there's like one scene where it jumps to a different character. She is a 15-year-old girl. At the very beginning of this book, she definitely insinuates, I'm not a child, I'm a grown adult, I'm a, you know, whatever. I'm old enough. And her and her mom have a fight, ends up kind of like running off, and then turns to find out her mother gets kidnapped. There's all these different things with her seeing this other world where these shadow hunters exist. I'm explaining this very badly. They basically are humans that come from angels, like half angel kind of thing, and they have special powers where they're able to put these ruins on their bodies, and when they use them, it's like magical powers, but it's not magic. This world has vampires, werewolves, all these different things, and this is a very fast-paced book. But I did mention earlier, there's a lot of back and forth. What I mean by that is like where they are in the book physically. They go to one place, then they go to another, and then they go back, and it's like, make it a little bit more linear. That's how I feel, but that's okay. A lot happens. There's the big twist at the end, which is the whole reason why I actually didn't continue on with this book. But as a reader now, I do enjoy a good taboo romance here and there. So it wouldn't have put me off now as it did when I initially first read this book. So I do think that my initial 3-star review has been bumped up to 4. I can really look at this with a new perspective and just see it for what it is, a first installment to a huge world that Cassandra Clare has created. So I'm really excited to continue on. I did end up purchasing the second book, which is City of Ashes. So we'll see how that one goes. I'm really excited because I don't know whatever happens after this. They never continued the movie series, any of that. So now we're moving on into 2010 onward. I decided to pick up Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. This was 2018, so that's when it was written, and I think that this, you're supposed to read the other series that this author wrote beforehand. I have read like the first 3 books in that series. I just never completed it. I don't think it's gonna matter all too much. Figured this would be a really good one. I know this one is super popular. It resurged in popularity like with BookTok and everything, so I think this one's gonna be really good. good. I don't know what this one's about. Full stop. Don't know what it's about. That's okay though. I think we're gonna figure it out as we go along. You'll come with me. Again, no spoilers for any of this. And I'm really excited. I feel like this does have a lot smaller fonts, so we'll see. And I don't have it on ebook as well, but that's okay. So I'm going to actually start this book here in just a moment. I do have a face mask I think I want to give a try. These are the ones where people like sleep in, but I'm not going to sleep in it. I'm just going to put it on and read a little bit. So we'll do that. We'll do a mask. We'll get some reading done, and it's going to be great. We're going to have a great afternoon. So yeah, I'm really excited for today, and hopefully we can get some good reading in and get some pages read, because I feel like I'm doing really well so far this week. Little update time on my reading of Dance of Thieves. I am 1 chapter in, officially. We're off work already. Mochi's hanging out, and I just reached chapter 2. So I don't even know, where am I? Okay, here I am. Ignore all the mess in the back. This is very confusing. I feel very lost in this first chapter. I suppose that is, you know, how most fantasy stories and things like that go. I just feel very lost, don't know what's going on. Maybe I really should have finished that series beforehand. The Revenant Chronicles, is that what it is? I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm determined to read this, understand it, and enjoy it. That is the deal. Let's go, let's see what happens. Hopefully continuing on will be much better than this first chapter, because I'm just feeling lost. My husband ended up going to the gym, and I just ordered some takeout from Mia's Table, which is like a staple, but I wanted to try something different because I always get chicken tenders with mashed potatoes and mac and cheese. So I was like, let's switch things up. So I got a chicken salad sandwich on Texas toast with sweet potato fries. It just looks like this so far. Crinkle fries, all right. I don't know what possessed me to go for this sandwich, but it looks delicious. Yep. I'm going to continue this. I'm on chapter 3 right now. I definitely can tell a big difference from the other book that I previously read. It definitely reads a lot more older YA. There's, even within these first like 2 chapters that I've already read, there's more of a deeper backstory with a lot more trauma, at least that we're getting in this first book. I feel like City of Bones was very much like sprinkle of it. Clary is still figuring everything out, not really knowing, you know, the world. We're figuring it out with her. In this, we're kind of just like dropped in, like expected to know some of the things that have already gone on. Things are mentioned, things are explained, but it's like, oh, passing over a lot of stuff. I'm gonna try to read a little bit more this evening. I just have a headache, so I don't know how much I'm gonna get done. We have some major updates because, oh my goodness, y'all, I finished, I loved, I gave this book 5 stars. Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. This was everything I needed and wanted and more. I did end up dog-earing a couple of the pages so I could go back and annotate this book. And let's just say, I just like couldn't stop myself from reading this. I flew through it. This book has a lot more depth to the characters and to the world. It felt much more immersive. I feel like this is definitely on the upper end of YA. It felt like there was more backstory to the characters. I knew their motivations much more clearly, and I just love this. It does feel like it ended off on like a good place. It wasn't like a crazy cliffhanger, but it was enough of a one for me to be very interested to find out what's gonna go happen next. There's a journey that these characters go on, there's betrayals, all of this stuff, and our main character just, I loved her so much. She was like this badass female character who could hold her own. definitely very, very good. I ended up picking up the next book, which is This Woven Kingdom by Tahereh. So I love this spine, let's just say that, and it's like plain on the other side. This is taking me quite a bit of time to go through. I do also have it on Kindle Unlimited as well. I'm on chapter 15, and this book is much more lyrical. It's much more like beautifully written. It feels rich, but I'm just finding that not a lot is happening at all. And we are a good 173 pages into this book, and I'm just feeling like, all right, where are we going with this? I do believe that, is there 5 books out or something like this? I do know this series is on the longer side, not quite as long as Shadowhunters, but you know, we're pretty high up there in the amount of books. And this was written, I think, 2022. Okay, so obviously not too long ago. It feels like 2022 was just the other day. Our main character, I don't even know how to pronounce her name. She was supposed to be like the queen. She is a djinn, which means she has magic powers. There's the djinn, and then there is the humans. And her being the djinn, she's actually supposed to be the queen. She has ice in her veins. Her eyes change colors, like light blue, all of this stuff. Our human prince, he is very like unsure of the path that he's supposed to be taking. I'm gonna like truck through a little bit more of this. I do want to read this book. It's been on my TBR for quite a while, but I just need to get in the mindset of reading this type of book. It is a bit different than this one. So I did end up DNFing for now the book that I was reading, This Woven Kingdom. I just wasn't really feeling it. I wasn't really in the mood to pick it up. I just didn't want to keep pushing myself to read a book that I just wasn't vibing with. Not to say that this book I'm never going to not pick up again, because I tend to do that. I'll DNF for now and pick it up later. So I think this is where I'm going to leave this vlog. I think it was very successful with our 2 books. I am absolutely going to be continuing Mortal Instruments series, as well as the duology Vow of Thieves, which is book 2. So I cannot wait to get my hands on both of those books very, very soon. But I will be DNFing for now This Woven Kingdom right here. So sadly, that part was a little bit of a fail for me, but that's okay. We're gonna move on. We're gonna find something else to read, and I cannot wait. I will be back soon with another video. I hope you have a wonderful day and happy reading. Bye.